Hi, are you coming up to your retirement years? You're going to retire in maybe 5, 2, 3 years' time? Or maybe you're recently retired and you think to yourself about retirement. What do the average people, younger people, let's say under 45, think about retirement? We have this outdated, outmoded view of retirement perpetually put forward in various descriptions of what it's like to be retired. You see pictures of rocking chairs. You see old gentlemen with long white beards sitting on verandas, making wise conversation to people passing by. It's as though, all right, now you're retired, you just sit back and wait for God to take you away. Now, if you are retired, you're young retired or coming up to it, you know that that's wrong. It's 40 years out of date. Maybe a long while ago. You started work at 14 or 15, you worked to 65, you were worn out, frazzled, grey-haired, weak, and you died at 67 and 68. Maybe you did 50, 60, even 40 years ago. Not anymore. You retire now full of the zest of life and fitness. Most people when they retire, say at 60, are in pretty good health. Or if they're not, it's their own fault. If we've mucked around, never exercised, gotten really out of condition, it's their own fault. But I'm not speaking about that. That's a personal thing, personal to you. How you feel about your life, how you feel about your body shape and fitness. Let's assume, though, that you're in average health, average good health, and you retire at 60. You've probably got at least the average so-called lifespan ahead of you, which is over 20 years. Could be 30, could be even more. What are you going to do with all that time? If you have this idea in your head that retirement means the end, I'm just going to sit down, go fishing, watch TV, walk the dog, etc., and that's it, then you've really restricted yourself. You've taken away the enthusiasm, the zest, the feelings of adventure that you can have. And you can. The adventure is there as you launch into the last third of your life. And it can well be the last third of your life. And the third is a long time, a long time. This is the time to think to yourself, what am I going to do with all the freedom that I have? Use your imagination. Think, what do I really love to do? What were all the things that I would have loved to do but couldn't do because my shift work at work, or my hours of work, or my commitments to family or the company, the projects are now behind me. And now I have all this freedom to do things. Now I can do what I really want. And you can. Sit down and imagine for a while the great adventures that still are ahead of you. You're still fit enough to get out there and do all the things that you've really always wanted to do. This could be the best time of your life, between the early years of retirement until, well, then you'd have to sit back in the armchair. But that mightn't happen to the last few weeks of your life. You might have 25 and 30 years of real activity ahead of you. You certainly have the freedom for it. It's just a matter now of thinking to yourself, wow, look at this. For the first time in my life, I have real freedom to do exactly what I want. So do it.